text message.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
And I took a picture of myself to prove to these MFers that I was here early, and then I turned it into a cartoon, and the cartoon made me a Puerto Rican.
A Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Oh yeah, but that's so cute.
The cartoon made me a Puerto
In the
Rican.
camera.
So this, yeah.
That is so cute.
On
That's
my
dope.
stories. Then I had to post the real one next to it. So why the cartoon make me a Puerto Rican?
A Puerto Rican.
Yes, but it's cute. So that's what's happening. I was here early this morning. Everybody know it.
Yes, right. That's where we are on time.
Yeah.
A little bit.
What'd you do?
So last evening, I attended the opening ceremony of Boston Caribbean Fashion Week, which was held at the ICA Studios, which is a little space that we did not know about. Very, very cute. And I attended because my sister, Danielle Hot Sauce Johnson, as her son likes to call her,
Literally, the whole thing.
was honored at the Boston Caribbean Fashion Week. So that was very, very nice. She was honored, which was great. She did a great cute little speech. What else? Andrew was honored from Boston
Caribbean, authentic Caribbean.
And
Shanita
Shanita was also honored from Salvage Roots. So that was good. I knew my peoples was getting honored, and that was nice to see.
And Racine.
Really?
Yeah.
Racine
I
and
didn't
City.
even see
Yeah,
her.
Racine. She
Racine.
was probably the second to last one. She was sitting in the front row, but Racine's a stylista.
Yeah.
So she got recognized for her style and fashion in the
very
industry.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry that I missed that. So that's cool. Then I went to the Museum of Science. Jabba with Jimmy had his 5-year anniversary there at the Museum of Science. Very, very nice. It was, star-studded, and all the movers and shakers was there. And it was
What
cool
you
to
said
see.
they had hors d'oeuvres? What they had?
I thought that they had horse devours, but they only had there was just chips and salsa and chips and guacamole. It was light fare. They also had a very nice bar with some signature drinks and a mocktail included.
Oh,
Which was
good.
because
Good
some
for
of us are
you.
celebrating Sober October. So it was very nice. A lot of nice people were honored there as well. And that was, it was cool to see. Great space.
That's dope.
Where was it in the museum?
of
I
Science,
know.
right
but-
in like the planet, like right in the, when you go in, right there with the big planetarium, maybe.
I think that's where Jaylen Brown had
the
his
world.
release party or
he
something
did it.
like
He did have
that.
something at the museum. of
Okay,
Science. He said that,
yeah.
So that was cool. So saw some people, and I actually found somebody that from high school that I hadn't seen in a long, long time. So shout out to Teresa Minus. Good
Hey,
seeing her.
Teresa Minus.
So that was, I had a pretty good night. And then I went home and got into my Nurse Jackie because I'm into that. I love that show.
I was looking for it yesterday. Where do I
It's
where
on
do I find
Netflix.
it?
It's on Netflix.
On Netflix?
Yeah, I gotta come to y'all's house to disconnect my Hulu because I'm messing with
Don't you touch our goddamn Hulu.
Anyhow, that's that. And then shout out to Samine because my nails are amazing.
Oh, I meant to tell you yesterday. Leah said she loves your nails.
Oh my gosh, they're red cat eye, and it's like they look like blood red
Yeah,
cat eye, and
yeah.
in the sun they do a thing. Thank you, Leah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I would not want to be scratched by you.
Oh yes, you would.
It's
Yes, you would.
rare.
you
That's
would.
what they all say.
So anyhow, that was my evening. What was your evening, Trismas?
I didn't do too much. I just been working on music, man.
Yeah.
Working on music, working on graphics. I have a Halloween EP that I'm getting ready to put.
Oh, very
Oh,
nice.
an EP.
Halloween EP, like 4 remixes for Halloween.
I'm
and
looking
send
forward
them
to
the
that,
DJs,
Tris.
them. Yeah, man.
Me too.
I can't wait to hear
And then
that.
we are also, I'm letting the cat out the bag one time.
Yeah.
We are also planning a Halloween party with a twist.
Yes.
Cash Money and
No limit.
No Limit.
Cash Money versus No Limit.
Cash Money versus No Limit will be doing their verses, and we're gonna have a Halloween party. You gotta dress up like one of them.
Yep.
Or in that era, and you come to our Halloween party.
Yes.
And that's how we gonna make it different for
And
y'all.
that day is what day is
We're doing
that?
that on the
25th.
30th.
That's
Wait,
the
what is
25th.
The 30th.
The 25th is the
Verses.
thing, is the verses.
The 30th. Thursday.
The
30th.
verses is on the 25th.
Oh. What verses? What verses? There's an actual verses?
Yes.
Verses is coming back?
Yes.
That's what we talking about.
Hello. Good
What are y'all
morning.
talking
It's
about?
Cash Money, No Limit, no Cash Money, and
The thing we
Yeah.
doing. The thing we
yeah,
doing.
it's an actual thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
They bring
I did
verses
not know
actually
that.
back to do them to come
That's
for
funny.
them.
I've been thinking about verses this week.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's why
happening.
when you said it, I thought that's what you was talking about because we'll have it here. It'll be a watch party, Halloween party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I didn't know that.
Look at how that all came together.
So that will be the 25th, which is next Saturday. Next Saturday evening. What time is the thing at? Hold on.
Damn, I want-
Oh, wait. There might be an issue.
But more info to come.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Hold that in your hat.
Yeah, let's put a pin in that real quick.
Put that in your pocket and rotate real quick because we got to figure that out.
Shit.
Are y'all
All
gonna
right.
be anything for Halloween? Random question. Y'all gonna be anything for
A
Halloween?
whore?
Wow.
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 No, but Halloween, I literally use Halloween to be a character, a sexy character.
This year Halloween fell on the weekend.
Oh,
Me and the ghetto boys are trick or treat. Scrubbing little kids' can.
what day is that? That's a Saturday.
I don't know. Now I
God
gotta find a
damn.
Halloween costume. I wanted to be a sexy Buzz Lightyear, but
Halloween's
I
on a
can't.
Friday this year.
It is. Ooh, that's gonna be
busy in the
fun.
streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. All right. Anyhow, let's get into this show because we early today, boy.
we were early into the building, but we're starting the show when we started. Let's be Mario and Luigi.
Let's do it.
God, let's do it.
Let's go.
Right.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. You're listening to Spark FM online.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
Your number one local radio.
The Spark of New England, Spark FM.
Bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
Good morning.
That's the kind of tune I like. That's the kind of tune.
That make me want a spider.
Yeah.
Put my legs up
Don't
on the
be
wall. Maybe I'll be a spider for Halloween
Oh.
and be on the wall all
Oh,
night.
oh wow. oh boy. That is fancy.
That is one dance that I missed. That's one dance I missed.
A spider.
Y'all remember the
spider.
spider dance?
Yes, I remember.
I think all of those good dances, the mop the dread, the spider, all of them
The
good
signal,
dances
the
from back in the day.
plane.
Yeah.
That was the first time I saw a spider. I was like, I'm gonna be in this. I'm in the dance hall.
Oh, you are the dance hall.
Inside the white church, probably about.
Do y'all remember when they used to have the little boutique right over there by where Junior Rodigan used to have his shop that
Vibes
Gary
Records.
Banton used to work in? There used to be a little boutique called Style Fashion.
Style of fashion. I thought style of fashion was always just a thing. I didn't know it was a
Girl,
store
it was
too.
a boutique Style Fashion.
boutique.
I remember I got a shirt out of there and went to a party at Salem State. Couldn't tell me nothing.
Oh, shizzle, my
Nothing.
nizzle. All right, people. Today is Thursday, October 16th. Thursday, October 16th. It is 9:36 a.m. in the morning, and it is quite brisk outside. It is 46 degrees outside. We'll reach a high of 53 and a low of 42 later tonight. I don't mind it at all at the nighttime when I am curdled up, rubbing my 2 feet together at the bottom.
wild.
It's nice.
Wild.
I like a burrito, okay? Wrap up. Wrap up. And the rest of the week is pretty much going to be that. On Saturday, we'll have a little reprieve. It'll be about 61. Sunday's about 65. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it might rain again. So, we're in the throes of fall.
Yeah.
And
We in
get
there.
used to it. You got to put on your good jacket.
I don't want to.
You have to, honey girl.
I don't like coat.
I know, Pooties. All right.
Anyhow, that's that. Let's get into this round the way news.
Round the way.
3 shootings in Boston's murder triangle within a week. Community activists call on City Hall. What's City Hall?
What they doing?
What they gonna do? What they gonna do? Following 3 shootings within the last week, community activists are raising questions. They're calling on City Hall to address crime that has been coined the murder triangle, in what has been coined as the murder triangle, which encompasses Dorchester, Mattapan, and Roxbury. The recent shootings happened on Hiawatha Road in Mattapan, Dudley Street in Roxbury, and on Monday, a 61-year-old woman was gunned down in broad daylight on Washington Street. Did we hear about that? I didn't hear about that.
No.
No. Heather Cook is a community activist and has a sister who was shot at the age of 15. She said these shootings aren't anything new, but the way they are addressed should be. Murder and these independent acts of violence are not something that started overnight. I think there is a huge opportunity for the city to really lock in with the community.
Oh, no, I'm still getting.
Mayor Michelle Wu has been known to tout Boston as the safest city in America. And while numbers have improved over the years, activist Edwin Sumter said that doesn't mean the problem is fixed.
3 seconds. All right. Here goes the clip.
Investigation in an area of Boston known as the Murder Triangle. The victim, a 61-year-old woman. Boston 25 News reporter Amel El-Hel is digging for
Mel
answers.
El-Hel.
That's my
Amel,
girl.
community activists are fed up.
We're on scene in Roxbury where a deadly shooting took place just a few days ago, and it happened in broad daylight. That shooting, coupled with 2 others within just the last week, have community activists raising questions.
At some point, something has got to be done different.
Community activists are calling on City Hall to address crime in what has been coined the Murder Triangle, encompassing Dorchester, Mattapan, and Roxbury,
which is predominantly the areas where people of color live.
Within the last week, we saw shootings on Hiawatha Road in Mattapan, Dudley Street in Roxbury, and on Monday here on Washington Street.
No, but this one on
police say
Washington
a
Street. I didn't know here about
61-year-old
that.
woman was gunned down in broad daylight.
Murder and these independent acts of violence are not something that started overnight. I think that there's a huge opportunity for the city to really, really lock in with the community.
Mayor Michelle Wu has been known to tout Boston as the safest city in America. And while numbers have improved over the years, Edwin Sumter and Heather Cook say that doesn't mean it's fixed.
What is she going to do in her second term? And it appears right now that there will be a second term. What's going to be different?
Connect with the people, find out what it is that they need, what they're lacking, and get those resources to them so that we can really start to build so that we can heal.
Monday's deadly shooting marks the 27th homicide of the year in Boston, more than were recorded all of last year.
This is not anything that's new. It's something that we've seen before. There's no evidence that these shootings are related. They seem to be sporadic, they happen, but they all have 3 things in common: victims, a gun, and somebody pulling a trigger.
The investigation into the shooting that took the life of a woman here on Monday is ongoing. I did reach out to Boston police to learn what led up to that shooting, but they told me they have no updates to share at this time. I also reached out to the mayor's office, but I have yet to hear back. On scene in Roxbury, I'm Amal El-Hel, your local station, Boston 25.
I like her.
Me too.
What do
Yeah.
y'all think?
Yeah.
Do y'all think that the city's not doing anything?
So this is the hard part for me because I see this. I want us to all be on the same page. When they say safest city, it's not saying without violence or crime.
Yeah.
It's saying compared to all of the other cities that we have here in the United States, this happens to be one of the safest of them. So of the deaths, say everybody else has 100 deaths, we have 25.
Right.
That does not mean that those 25 deaths are less impactful.
Yeah.
But safest city means compared to everybody else, we are one of the safest. So now if we get on that one plane,
Yeah.
then I think that we can understand that, yes, we'll always have work to do because we don't want to be the safest. We want to be a safe city, period.
Period.
Like, period. We don't want deaths. We don't want violence. Nobody here wants to deal with it. Nobody wants to suffer. But until we figure out until minimum wage goes up, I think it's going to keep on happening.
Yeah, the crime is going to keep on happening until the economy is better.
Yeah.
Or until that's what it is.
Do y'all
Until
think
the
that-
economy is better, until the community is better or feels better. These things are going to keep on happening. It's crazy.
What was you going to say, Tristan?
I was gonna say if y'all think we should increase policing in the neighborhoods.
The National Guard.
Me personally, like being in Mattapan has gotten a lot more violent,
Yeah, because
Yeah.
and I don't really see too many police around.
So
here.
I do believe that more community policing does need to happen, especially in the murder triangle.
Yeah.
It needs to be a bigger presence to at least deter people from doing foolishness. I believe if somebody saw a cop, they might be like, I got to get this nigga later. I can't do it right now in the middle of the day. I got to do it some other time. I don't know if that fixes it, but can't call it the murder triangle more than more like murder road. One road connects all hoods. Like regardless of what it is, I don't know. I ain't getting paid enough to think about it. Unfortunately, what can they do? They're putting up community centers all over the place. They're increasing youth jobs. They are increasing open community space and different things for people to be able to do. I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't know.
Do you know what's so crazy? You always say like money doesn't solve problems.
It could solve
every
single problem that we have.
It would solve all my problems.
Yeah.
It would solve every problem that I ever have.
Yeah.
Would be solved with money. So I don't understand that mentality from people.
I don't. I hate it. I actually like abhor it. What is it? Abhor it. Dehor it. But like it is one of those things where you're like, everything could be fixed with money.
Yeah.
When we're going down the national rabbit hole, we're seeing that all these billionaires are making so many more billions since Trump has gotten into office. Like so many more billions. His family alone has made over $12 billion since he's been in the White House for 9 months.
What, off of the Trump sneakers?
Off of everything, because he got Trump RX, he got Trump coin, he got Trump sneakers. Because I'm like confused about what you're doing. He's got all the Trumps. His brother and his son-in-law is over there in Qatar cutting up and making all this money. Yeah, because he's volunteering his time to help them figure it out. So they're paying him billions and millions of dollars over there. How the rest of the world would be good with good health care or free health care.
Yeah.
Like that's how much wealth we want. We want the bare minimum of free health care.
Yeah.
And we can't even get that while this family continues to get a lot richer. And I want to be one of them. I want to be accepted into that family. So I want to be rich. And I'll hand it back down. I will make sure that we are fed in the hood, okay?
Yeah.
But I need to get to the money first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got to do.
I do. Too many YNs getting kids involved in peer leadership. Oh, get kids involved in peer leadership. Oh, okay.
What that mean though? Like don't there got to be programs available for them to get them ready?
There's no more teen programs out there.
There aren't any.
There's not a lot of activations for the young people at all.
Yeah. And that's too bad because we need that.
Yeah.
Detractor is renewing a legal battle to stop White Stadium development.
What? It's not even developed. It's not. What are we still stopping it? Go ahead.
It says opponents of Boston's ongoing redevelopment of White Stadium are moving forward with their renewed legal battle to try to stop the project, according to Nikki Griswold of the Boston Globe. Local environmental nonprofit Emerald Necklace Conservancy is filing an appeal brief with the Massachusetts Appeal Court, the latest development in the group's lawsuit to halt the project. After a 3-day trial earlier this year, a Massachusetts Superior Court judge ruled against the nonprofit and other plaintiffs in the case, finding that the project did not violate state laws that regulate the use of public parkland. The decision was a significant victory for NWSL expansion club Boston Legacy FC, the city, and Mayor Michelle Wu, who has firmly defended the project as a once-in-a-generation opportunity to provide Boston Public Schools students with access to a state-of-the-art sports facility while sharing the cost of the renovation with a private entity. Demolition of the old structure on the site is already complete, and the city is still in the process of soliciting and finalizing all construction bids for the project. So yeah, they're still trying to stop it. But it's already been demolished. So something gotta happen. Because we're not gonna just not have it.
I know, what do they want to put some apartments there maybe?
Oh no. I think we definitely
What if they did that? What if they put all affordable apartments?
All
affordable.
It's parkland that's reserved for parkland. So
I feel like anything could happen. I blame Donald Trump.
I blame Donald Trump. I blame Donald Trump for everything. Everything that happens to Stir is cute. 5 people have been charged in connection with the violent attack on a gay couple in Mattapan last month. So they found them. They put out their names.
Oh, yeah, these people.
everything.
They did find them.
Yeah, Boston police say 5 suspects are not being charged with civil rights violations at this time, but will face charges in connection with the alleged attack that left a gay man hospitalized. Why did I put that? Why did I say that? Officers responding to a fight on September 13th spoke to an alleged victim who told them he and his partner were walking toward a liquor store on River Street around 7:45 p.m. when a group of men began hurling anti-gay slurs at them. The victim approached them and a verbal altercation ensued, and the fight spilling into the street, he said. The victim told police his partner was hit in the head with a baseball bat. Police located him lying on the parking lot of a nearby senior housing complex, bleeding from the back of his head. The Boston Police Department Civil Rights Unit took over the investigation before arresting the following individuals. Franklin Francois, 51 of Randolph, charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. Whoopinson Morissette, 30 of Boston, charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon and assault. Yep, an assault.
That's so odd.
Isn't that ironic? An assault and battery with a dangerous weapon causing serious bodily injury. Gardy Exantis, 33 of Mattapan, charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon and assault and battery. Maurice Payne, 37 of Brockton, charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon causing bodily injury. And Patrick Fanfan, 53 big-ass hard-back years old, of Hyde Park, charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon causing serious bodily injury. All 5 suspects were formally charged and arraigned in Dorchester District Court. Terrible. Video shows a group running from Newbury Street store with arms full of merchandise, and this was all over the internet this morning. Video shows the Boston police are looking for at least 4 people who were seen on video running out of Lululemon on Newbury Street with thousands of dollars in merchandise. And I'm confused by this because why y'all stealing Lululemon when everybody can get good leggings from TikTok Shop and Temu?
And those leggings are of quality.
Those are good quality, nice leggings from Temu and a TikTok Shop.
Temu.
So what's the Lululemon? What's that?
It's a athletic
athleisure.
Okay. Yoga clothes. The Boston Police Department released video of the incident that happened Monday, October 13th, shortly after 7 p.m. Police said the 4 suspects grabbed armfuls of the clothing off the racks and fled the store. They were last seen leaving the area in dark-colored sedan and heading outbound on Newbury Street.
You know, the thing is about that is, remember we read
our friend.
Ooh.
Shauna Bryan.
Oh, you kind of early. Can you go sit down somewhere, ma'am? Kicking the door, waving the 4-4. Yes, so no, Lululemon, remember we talked about that, they can't be chased out of this store.
The Lululemon employee was just standing
right there. Look at her, she was
just
like, oh, damn.
She was standing right there as they was running around her.
Yeah, David, that's right. Police, they say those thieves, they got away with actually more than $6,000 worth of merchandise. And Lululemon surveillance cameras, they captured the whole snatch and grab incident on camera. Today, shoppers that I spoke with, they were shocked when I showed them.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Handfuls.
There was a common sense of disbelief seeing this surveillance video today. It shows 3 people running out of Newbury Street's Lululemon on Monday night. Police say their arms were piled with stolen clothes.
What do you think about this when you see this video?
Stupid. I think that's a ballsy move. Yeah. It makes me feel a little sad. I mean, you see that happen more, I think, in New York and L.A.
According to the Boston police, the heist happened not long after 7 p.m.
All right. I didn't think it was that bad.
I mean, it makes me sad because I'm so sad. Why are you sad?
Was that the Lululemon employee just standing there while they were running out?
Yeah, they can't do anything.
Yeah, they got to just sit there.
I mean, I would have ran to the back of the store or something like that. I wouldn't have ran after them, but she's just standing there. Look, she make it look like it's an inside job. Like, hurry up, go. Hurry up and go. I'm not going to stop you. Go on if you're going. I don't know, but that's crazy. District 7 Boston Council candidates talking housing in Mass and Cass. I wish they Saeed would
answer
an email or something.
Boy, I'm about to call them out on the Facebook right now.
I know who not getting my vote.
Shit. And Minion, what do we? Let's go find Minion.
I don't vote in District 7, so that's why. But still, anyhow, it's the only position without an incumbent on the November ballot. Boston City Council District 7. Both candidates spoke to WBZ-TV about their plans for affordable housing and recovery at the area known as Mass and Cass, and why each of them believes they're the best man for the job. The seat was left empty after former Boston City Councilor Tanya Fernandez Anderson was sentenced in federal court in Boston in September.
$11,000 kickback from a staff member's city-funded bonus. 11 hopefuls were looking to fill the seat. Now it's down to just 2, Reverend Miniard Culpepper and Saeed Coach Ahmed. I spoke with both of them about 2 key issues in this race and why they believe they're the best man for the job.
District 7 is a culturally rich Boston City Council district, bringing the 4 unique communities of Roxbury, Dorchester, South End, and Fenway together, each with their own identity but also with shared goals. At the top of the list this campaign season, housing affordability.
The priority for me and many of the district residents is to deal with this housing issue. We're in a housing crisis.
Reverend Miniard Culpepper, a lifelong resident of District 7, a pastor of Pleasant Hill Missionary Baptist Church, founded by his grandfather, and an attorney, says he believes his experience in public service, specifically with the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, equips him to make real change.
We are talking about how you would handle the housing crisis. Can you sum up those 4 points?
Gentrification neutralization plan would consist of Section 8 home ownership, public housing development, ownership by the tenants, home ownership through HUD acquired homes,
I'm gonna cut this
through
short because this is kind of long.
How do y'all feel about the Minion Culpepper?
I don't know. He's been around for quite some time. That's one thing that we do know, is that he's been around for quite some time. I don't know much about either one of them, and it sucks because I am District 7 and I feel like I should know who these people are. Like, I feel like of all the people, honestly, that they're talking to, I feel like I am some of the people that they should be making sure that they, get in touch with. We have a big platform here, and the fact that they haven't responded or tried to get the majority of the community understanding about their policies and whatever, and you're just sticking in, like, I feel some type of way about that. I feel the same way about like a Henry Santana too.
Santana, I was thinking about that yesterday. Like, the mayor has been here.
Yep.
Ayanna Presley has been here. What is your problem?
What is your problem? Everybody has been here, and it's people like that that are so hard to get in touch with. And on the defense, I don't think that I have actually reached out to Miniard Culpepper, but I know that he had. Oh, so we did. Okay, so we did, and the fact that there is no response does bother me.
Yep.
It does
you
bother me.
interview Ahmed, right?
No, we interviewed the other Saeed, who was running, who didn't make it. But I have introduced myself a couple of times to Saeed. I have reached out to him. We have sent him an email too, right?
Yep.
We sent him an email too, and there's been absolutely no response. So them being in my district and the 2 candidates, I don't know who to decide. I might blanket on that one.
Yeah. You know what? The other day, somebody was saying something to me about Frank Baker and don't vote for Frank Baker and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Out of all the people that are running for whatever, Frank Baker's the only person who came and knocked on my door. That says something.
That says something. And I heard about Frank Baker onto that is that Frank Baker is the type of dude that you want to, have a beer with, talk some shit with, get a little messy with, get down or whatever. But when it comes to him infringing on policies that come towards the black and brown or neighborhoods compared to where he's whatever, it could get a little sticky over there in that way.
And probably so. Yeah. I don't disagree with that. What my point being that he's campaigning.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's reaching out to the community. And so, like, those are the things that make a difference. The fact that, like, we have this platform. Everybody has been on this platform. I don't think there's very many city councilors who have not been on this platform.
Yeah.
And the fact that, like, Henry Santana can't return
can't return the phone call.
Email.
Yep.
We even had Enrique like, hey, can you say whatever to him? So those things, like I don't like that. That doesn't make me feel good, and not because we're a radio station, but just because we are constituents of the city.
Yeah.
And if people in the city can't reach you, then what are you going to do for my district?
Hey, say that, sister girl.
So anyhow, I guess they both kind of went back and forth to WBZ News and told them Culpepper when asked about how they would handle housing crisis. Culpepper said gentrification neutralization plan would consist of Section 8 home ownership, public housing development ownership by the tenants.
Section 8 home ownership.
That's what he said.
That's kind of cool.
Right. We spoke about that before. They said
public
that
housing
they'll be
development
able to use the
ownership.
Section 8 to buy a home.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, because I could own my apartment.
How can I get it? How can I get a Section 8?
Home ownership through HUD acquired homes through a lottery for District 7 residents only, and the REITT Real Estate Investment Trust for lower moderate income housing, said Culpepper. And then of course there's rent control. How much influence or do city councilors have to invoke things like this?
Good question. I think that they are more so the liaisons to get the conversation higher to the ranks of those who can.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they are our spokespeople for the most part who advocate for things that we do need.
Mm-hmm.
But that question in itself, we're gonna have to say for Mr. Carlos.
So they can make a suggestion, but they're not really going to. They can't push it, right, or something like that. I don't know. These Ahmed said these developments are going up. Happening in our own district. It is not for our district residents, and I want to make sure we do something about it. He has roots in Roxbury. He arrived in Boston at 12 years old with his family from Somalia and was raised in Alice Taylor Apartments. We want to make sure if you're a tenant and you rented a house, the owner cannot sell the house while you're living there without you not knowing. How do they plan to handle mass and cast? Culpepper says, I think another critical issue for the entire District 7 and outside of District 7 is mass and cast. I think we've got to do something about mass and cast. There's been discussion about where do you put it. Look, let's just do it, said Culpepper enthusiastically. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Put it where?
Ahmed,
who didn't go much into detail on the topic, mentioned that the proposal of a safe injection site. He also wants to give South End residents more of a say in this issue at City Hall. We want to make sure that we don't get lazy advocating for these people, said Ahmed. They are somebody's sister, daughter, mother, brother, father. This is our community. They also want to empower small businesses. They both had something to say about that. We want to make sure that we empower the small businesses that we have in the area, said Ahmed. Start working on developing intentional investment in the business to grow them so that 10 years from now, those businesses are booming and you've got a whole different District 7, said Culpepper. You know what's it's so crazy? You know when when you're taking a test, right, and they're always like the longest answer is the best answer?
Yeah, that don't be true.
But I feel like, well, yeah. Yeah. If you're interested in learning more about the candidates, a debate will take place on today, Thursday, October 16th.
Oh, that is today.
And
Damn.
that will be streamed on WBZ TV. The debate is hosted by the Urban League of Eastern Massachusetts and will be moderated by John Keller and Jaquetta Van
Zandt. What time is that? Oh, she put the letter in our thingy in our thing.
Yes, she did. Hingham police say a man who drove past a stopped school bus claimed the car was in self-driving mode, and there is a little video there with that. These self-driving cars are probably not the safest things for the world.
That was it? Oh, that was the story? I got you.
Yep.
I got you.
Hingham police said a man who drove past a stopped school bus was in self-driving mode at the time.
Tonight that the driver who went right past a stopped school bus said he was in self-driving mode at the time. An officer's dashboard camera captured last week's incident on Lincoln Road. The bus had the red lights on at the time, and the stop sign was out, but the driver never slowed down. Police cited the man, saying even if there was a self-driving option, the driver still has to pay attention to what's happening on the road.
Exactly.
That's news? I can't believe that's news.
That's it. That little piece of news.
It just goes to show. Remember, we were watching that video the other day with the self-driving car
at the railroad
on the railroad tracks and all of that. So, did we ever put that video in there?
The one that you showed us when the lady wrapped around. The
82-year-old woman survived. Did we ever show that?
She is RoboCop. I don't know if we ever showed it here, but that was crazy.
An old lady drove through the blockade and got stuck in the middle after the lights were flashing, and she went through, and then the gate came down, and the train came and hit her car and wrapped it around and around and around a pole. An 80-something-year-old woman, and she survived.
And she was untouched?
She was untouched. It was here in Massachusetts.
Was it?
Yes.
I remember. I don't remember it because I was there, but you know, like I didn't know it was.
That too. We gotta find that. We'll show it. We'll show it before we start the next segment. Anyhow, no, lies. Mayor Michelle Wu appoints healthcare reformer Dr. Guy Fish to the Boston Board of Health. So this is a new high-ranking guy.
Mm-hmm.
He is black. And that is nice. Boston's quest towards expanding health equity and offering better care to its residents took a significant leap forward with Mayor Michelle Wu's appointment of Dr. Guy Fish to the Boston Board of Health. Dr. Fish, who is the CEO of Codman Square Health Center, is set to bring his substantial experience to healthcare reform to the city's oversight body. Marginally highlighted is his passion for accessible healthcare and his dedication to health equity practices, which Mayor Wu believes will enhance the welfare of Boston's communities. I have sincerely appreciated Dr. Guy Fish's partnership as a community health center leader, and I am excited to see him take on this new role on the Board of Health. Dr. Bisola Ojikutu, the City of Boston's Commissioner of Public Health, told the Boston Government News Portal. So congratulations to him. That is a great thing.
Good for him. Yeah.
Yes. And yesterday, groundbreaking ceremony was held for the new Dorchester BCYF that is going to be in Grove Hall, where Uvia was.
I just saw a status about that from someone who was kind of opposed to it. And I always like to hear the opinions of others. But go ahead with the story so I can find out.
City officials, including Boston Mayor Michelle Wu, are at the groundbreaking ceremony in Dorchester Wednesday for the future site of the new Boston Center for Youth Families Grove Hall Community Center. Right now, the Geneva Ave location is a city-owned vacant lot, but Mayor Wu said the site will soon be transformed into a new, thriving community center that Grove Hall families deserve. For too long, Dorchester's BCYF centers have been makeshift, shoehorned into leftover space, squeezed into the bubble in other locations, she said. The mayor added the new center will feature modern amenities for local residents of all ages. This new, sustainable, state-of-the-art building will have a gym, an accessible pool, spaces for our seniors and our teens, community and conference rooms, art and tech rooms. Officials said the new 42,000 square feet facility will be Dorchester's first standalone BCYF center since all of the other centers are currently in school buildings. The new center is being funded by Boston's 5-year capital plan.
You know what? That last sentence kind of brought it home because the message was they broke ground on the new Grove Hall Community Center, a space that will serve as the heartbeat of our neighborhood. In partnership with Mayor Michelle Wu and the community, we're building more than just a facility. We're creating a home. Across the street is, that wasn't it. They are, this is all dope and definitely needed, no doubt, but why not start with the neighborhoods that don't have a community center at all? Build one there first. What about the kids on Geneva Ave, the other end of Geneva? Where do they go? What about the kids at Fields Corner, Bowdoin?
Geneva Ave not that long. Just go up the street to the one that's right on Geneva Ave.
And they were like, the BCYF was already in the Burke School, but then he addressed that he was like, there's no community center outside of it.
That's right.
But it's interesting because if there's one already inside, whereas there's a big old library and all kinds of stuff like that across from the Burke, because remember they remade the Burke.
Well, they said in the article that Tony read, it said that
outside of the school.
I remember back in the day, BCYF used to be by National Black College Alliance on the 3rd floor in Roxbury.
There's a BCYF and there's several of them.
And all over the place. But now they have
there's the other one over there by Tremont Street going towards Brigham and Women. It's that school over there too. There's a big BCYF center.
The Mildred is a BCYF.
What's the Mildred?
The Mildred school right over here.
Oh, yeah.
Over here, Norfolk.
So they're part of BCYF, right?
So the BCYF has their centers in the schools.
Okay.
What Raymond?
Yeah,
what's that called? Mattahunt is a BCYF.
Mm-hmm. And then the one over there in Tremont Street going towards Brigham in front of Chilicates. The Eastern Bank by Roxbury Community College. Roxbury Community, Roxbury Crossing.
Yeah,
that big
there's a
school
bunch of
over
them.
there is a
There's
big BCYF.
And then there's one on Center Street in Jamaica Plain. That is
Yep.
a BCYF.
Yep,
So
yep.
there's a few of them Boston Community Youth Facilities or whatever.
So
they're
this is
called.
the first
Boston Centers for
standalone
Youth and Families. So this is going to be the
Standalone.
first standalone in Dorchester. So I mean, I think that we kind of need that.
And they do a lot of work.
Yeah. So that happened yesterday. So congratulations to them. And that is the local news. That's it.
Yes, it is. When we come back, we'll be talking to our good friend, Shauna Bryant, Queen of the Streets, also known as Open Streets.
Yes.
The
That's
next
what's
one
happening
is
this
coming. Oh, yes.
Saturday.
Yes.
That's what's happening.
Okay. So when we come back from commercial break, we'll be talking to her about what to expect from the last couple of Open Streets for the year.
Yeah, there's 2 more.
That's it?
Yeah.
They
I
went
mean,
by.
I can't believe that there's 2 more.
Yeah.
Like, that's awesome.
So there's October 18th in Mattapan and then November 2nd in Jamaica Plain. But we'll give you guys more detail on that when we come back from the break. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Your #1 local radio.
The Spark of New England, Spark FM.
Bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
Get ready to celebrate the brilliance and resilience that make Boston shine. On October 24th, ABCD's Community Hero Celebration at the Westin Coffee Place honors 18 community heroes whose spirit and dedication uplift their neighbors every day. We'll also induct media trailblazer Karen Holmes Ward and partnership catalyst Bob Elias into the ABCD Hall of Fame, recognizing their brilliance, resilience, and lifelong commitment to community. Be part of this inspiring evening that supports ABCD programs, helping families thrive. Get your tickets or become a sponsor now at abcdheroes.org. Again, that's abcdheroes.org.
Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue, where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibe. My name is Gary Banton alongside my co-host Big Trini, right here in SparkFMOnline.com, the #1 place for soca, hip-hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturdays from 6 to 9 p.m. It's the Avenue.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at SparkFMOnline.com for more information. Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you no mess with the way you are gonna see a million. We got it gon' go long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I do the life you know easy. No say we are for win, yeah. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we on and we going crazy.
R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
I wanna know your name and I wanna know if you got a man. I wanna know everything. I wanna know your number and if I can come around. I wanna know every time. I wanna know if I can do it on time. Cause you're telling me you're just a friend. You're telling me you're just a friend. Yes, Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are back in the building. You like that?
That was a pretty impressive.
I just wanted to serenade you a little
Oh
bit.
my
You know,
God.
you's my girl.
I'm so grateful.
You should
I'm
be.
receiving
Did that
all
thing
the
good.
I want to know. I
What's
appreciate that.
happening over there, ma'am?
You know, we're getting it together.
Spark FM Online,
Gathering
#1
myself.
for urban and Caribbean music. We are back in the building and we're sitting down with Shauna Bryant, Queen of Open Streets. The girl who puts it all together for you guys to make sure that when you step out into the road, everything is ready. Shauna, welcome back to Spark FM. How you doing, honey?
So much. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thursday.
It is always a pleasure to see you.
It is.
The pleasure is mine. I'm just looking at my notes, making sure I know what I'm supposed to be saying.
So tell
spit from the heart.
Yeah, let's
from the heart.
Give us a little bit of.
This is my energy probably for another 20 minutes, and
then I'm done. So, Shauna, first of all, explain to us who you are, and then we'll get into the meat of the potato.
Yeah,
sure. Shauna Bryant.
Yes.
I am the founder and CEO of Shauna Bryant Consulting, as well as Manifested Events. We are a boutique event planning firm based out of Greater Boston. We are celebrating 9 years. In December. Woo-hoo! 9 years. Don't y'all have like one of them pop-up?
I don't have it ready right now.
You don't? All right, well, wait. There we go. 9 years, and we specialize in working with nonprofits, small businesses, and government entities to do anything from galas, signature events, to large-scale
open
52 block festivals.
Yeah.
So
festivals.
We don't block parties.
Festivals.
Festivals. Where did the idea for Open Streets come from?
Yeah. Like what is
Open
that?
Streets is an international concept.
Mm-hmm.
It started I want to say Bogota, Colombia.
Really?
In the 60s, where you can be outside all the time, and so why not just shut down the streets and have regular events and vendors and something like an open streets. And so it's evolved over the years, and I think every city just kind of makes it their own, but the concept of car-free shut down
socializing
the streets, socializing outside community events is the general concept, and then you figure out how you can tailor it to that community, that space, because all of our routes are a little bit different. Some have roundabouts, some are long straight lines, some are X. So it just depends on what it is. The lengths are different and all of that. But we did not create open streets. We just developed and created it into what it is for the city of Boston.
I love that.
Makes
I love
sense.
it.
Makes sense. So it started out as what? 3 streets?
3 streets.
2022,
it was 3 neighborhoods.
3 neighborhoods.
Dorchester, Roxbury, and JP. And then year 2, we went to 5 neighborhoods and added Austin, Brighton, and East Boston. And then last year we did 6.
6.
We did 6.
That's a lot.
Yes.
And this year is how many?
This year is 5.
5.
We're feeling like our magic number is 5.
I think so too.
Did the communities ask for that? Like
they asked for open streets or for more?
For more.
The community has asked for more.
Yes.
Each neighborhood has put in requests.
Yeah.
Every year we have a survey that we've used and put out for the last 3 years at least post event, and put neighborhood liaisons at the mayor's office. They also hear what's going on and what the requests are, so it's come from them as well.
Yeah, because it's a great event, and once you go to one in another neighborhood, then you're like, hey, I want this in my neighborhood.
So let me ask you this: how, just from what I hear, people always want to know how they can get involved with Open Streets. And if you don't know what Open Streets is, again, she kind of explained it. It's just open the streets. There are vendors lining each thing. There's different activations going on at each corner, at each couple of steps you take. There are different businesses that come out. So let's go over what it is that we do there, and
what is Open Streets? Let's get to our highlight reel. First, Open Streets is going to be the streets. Towing starts at 6 a.m. on Saturday, this coming Saturday, the 18th. Towing starts at 6 a.m. The streets close. You cannot come down Blue Hill Ave through Mattapan Square from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And so the route is going to be Blue Hill Ave from River Street, or where 138 starts, to Blue Hill Ave, right there at Babson, and basically the beginning of where the Mattapan Health Center is.
Okay, so
you
it's
will be able to
Mattapan
take a
Square.
left onto Babson. You will not be able to go straight onto Blue Hill Ave.
Okay.
And so the event itself is 10:30. Give us to at least 10 to be, people ready, right?
Mhm.
But the event is from 10:30 to 3 p.m. And then we quickly shut it down.
You guys shut that thing down very quickly. I mean, 3
are,
o'clock hit and the trucks is like, y'all got to go. If you
Yes,
didn't go
no,
before, you
we
got
are
to go
very
now.
good and proficient with shutting down
everything.
Shut
How long
down.
does it take one to plan something like this? Like,
how do you
I know
plan
we
so
getting
many
into
at the same
details.
time?
Like,
How do you plan
ow.
something like this? So this is a good time to then to give our shout outs and our thank yous to our
Yes.
many partners that this is a extremely collaborative effort with the City of Boston Tourism Department in particular. I'm going to shout out our partner in crime, Pilar, who's on the ground with us, and our direct contact to all things that we need from the City of Boston, permits and working with public safety. Shout out to public safety. They are the ones that have to manage and actually shut the streets down for us. So we are very grateful for them. And then our SBC team, this is the how. How do we do this? Over the years, we've just kind of figured out the formula of, what directors we've got to outreach, marketing, programming, and logistics that manage, then have teams to manage what's going on the ground. Outreach is out here sharing information, connecting with the local organizations like the Main Streets, Greater Mattapan Neighborhood Council, Mattapan Health Center, Mattapan Food and Fitness Coalition, right? So really making
This
sure that
really is a collaborative effort.
well, yeah, particularly when
full.
it's a new neighborhood,
Yeah.
right? Like we need to make sure that we're talking to all of the right people, and then we putting collateral and business windows and lawn signs and fence, the large vinyl fence signs. We have the City of Boston. They are using the Office of Economic and Inclusion. The tourism, the Visit Boston. There's like 3 or 4 social media pages now that are regularly posting about open streets, as well as the mayor will then get tagged, so her page as well. And City of Boston, we've got that, and then we do print. So we do newspaper ads throughout the series. In the beginning, there's these are the all 5. And we hit, multiple newspaper ads, local newspaper ads. We're grateful to be on the air with you all. It's just a lot of
activations,
resources.
It's a lot of resources and a lot of people that need to know what they're doing.
Outreach.
Right, a lot of outreach. Our programming partners or programming team consists of 3 mighty, powerful people, but 3 to be clear. We have over 800 inquiries this season, and so when you go to the Open Streets Boston page and you fill out that you want to activate, whether it's as a vendor and or resource organization.
What's the page?
Oh, what is the page? Says Danielle. The page is boston.gov/Open Streets.
Okay, gotcha.
And so we've got all these folks that are pulling it together, but I just want to say, and highlight, we have over 800 intakes on our programming forum of people that are interested in participating in all some open streets, right? And so that all has to be managed. It's there somewhere.
How do you
search open streets?
How do you get them? How do you narrow that down to the
How do
people
you
that you're
narrow
going to
that
have
down
down?
and people not be upset?
Yeah.
And make sure, so it is called placemaking. It is called legitimate, strategic. Where and how are we plugging and playing, right?
Okay.
So this is a plug and play. We've got a vendor row. We need 50 vendors that are selling their wares. They're gonna go in this large strip. We've got a resource row. They're gonna go in this lot or this strip.
Okay.
We've got a kids hub. We've got fitness, we've got a live stage, we've got music. And so it really is when people want to say and want to tell you where they're going to set up, which happens all the time.
No, we're
up until the day of, they will tell you where they want to set up.
So I feel like some people might not be too clear on what we're talking about. I want to expand on that. So Open Streets is a time where you can get your whole family together and actually explore your neighborhood. There's a lot of times where we're living in our neighborhood and we don't really explore it. We don't really support the businesses that's around there. So this is a chance where you can take the whole family, go on your street, your main street that's in your neighborhood, and go and really have fun out there.
Get her done.
Have the kids with their scooters.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it. I did my scooter down there one time. And,
bring the animals out.
That's the Sparkell's favorite time.
That's
little dog, big dog. Every dog is out there. It's a dog.
Some cow dogs out there. But yes, thank you for that. So really, it is an opportunity to just come out with your family and have a good time. There's lots of free activities. We've got balloon artists, face painting. We got Dream Kids Spa that does a slime making.
Oh, they're so friggin' awesome.
They're
my
amazing.
God.
We love them.
Yeah.
We've got Jay Caricatures, which is new to our rotation this year. So he does free.
Oh, he's
caricatures,
great
which is
too.
fun.
I met him once. I didn't get one.
You
I'm
didn't
gonna get one.
All right, well, there's only 2 more, so
Oh,
pick one
Dios
while you
mío.
can.
I'm gonna get it.
We're gonna have a Haitian band do a set all the way around.
I love them. The little horn and drums.
Is it the Ricky? What is it?
It's that.
Yeah. I mean, it is on brand for Mattapan. So I see where we went there.
We try to be culturally appropriate when we can and when it makes sense.
I love it.
So we've got DJs. We have the local businesses that we know and will encourage everybody to patronize, right? So Brothers, that's been there forever. I used to go there with my grandpa for breakfast, so forever. Le Foyer Bakery, Mattapan House of Pizza. We've got new Marabou. I don't remember the Jamaican
Is Le
restaurants.
Foyer gonna have some samples?
We will see.
You
They're right
need
on
to
the corner of the block.
Tell
So
them right now that they need to have samples outside.
Have samples, please. But yeah, so we're excited. Boston Flower Co. is going to come around and be a vendor, which is one of the new businesses in the neighborhood. And so there's just going to be a lot going on. Some dance lessons. Rhythm Riders is going to join us to do some line dancing.
Yes.
So yeah, just come on out. 10:30 to 3 p.m. Lots to do. Over 200 programming partners. So that's vendors and or resource organizations. Lots of departments from the city of Boston will be out there sharing information. We know that Boston is service heavy, not always the best at sharing the information,
right.
Communicating all of the things and resources that are available. So that's another huge part that people do literally come out to open streets and be like, I didn't even know
that this was
for me or for my our elderly community or our older and wiser community, right? Like there's resources for anything and everything, your dogs, your cats, your kids, right? Fitness, all the different things. So really just come out, support, get some information, have a good time. The kids will have a good time. The parents will have a good time. If you want to dance in the streets, you've never been to Mattapan Square where they shut down the streets and there's no cars because it's never happened. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Shout out to Open Streets and Shauna Brand Consulting.
Cool.
So yes, please come out. It's going to be a good time. We expect thousands of people. Be patient.
Oh, yeah.
Those of you who are inconvenienced, we hope that the inconvenience is worth it because it does also contribute economically to the community. We're bringing new faces to Mattapan that love Open Streets and didn't know about Mattapan. And so, it's important.
It is important. One of the things that I did hear, just that you just said that, is that it's not a lot. It's not a lot at all. It's probably like a small handful of people will be like, oh, it's so convenient, sit down the street. And I always think like, it's one goddamn day and for a couple of hours, like what is it that would make you angry about being able to go outside and just walk and not have any problems, eat, shop, dance, play it's for a couple of hours.
Somebody's black heart.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
But you know what? We just know that there are early adapters, right? And then there are people that kind of need to have a proof of product. And so we proudly can say that at this point this will be number 18. Want to do another? Number 18 of shutting down streets. And so, Mattapan's first, but our 18th. And for a lot of our vendors and programming partners, it's also their 10th plus, right? Like we've got some folks that may be new, but we got lots of folks that are returning. And I think something else, really just to highlight, it is an opportunity to see a new neighborhood. So if you love an Open Streets, you're going to love an Open Streets Mattapan, and you're going to, experience something new and exciting that will help, hopefully, even those that live here. If you're not on foot in Mattapan Square on a regular basis, this creates an opportunity for really see what is there. And some of those new establishments that you may or may not have visited or even known about, in particular, the restaurants, right? Like,
and this is not the last one, because you have one more after this one.
We do.
Yes, in Jamaica Plain.
Number 5 will be in Jamaica Plain. That's the big one. That's 52 blocks.
It sure is.
I like to ask you this question. I don't feel like you ever answer it for me. Which one is your favorite open street neighborhood?
Ever answered it. I think they're all a little bit different. I will say I prefer the ones that are in the warmer months. Yeah.
Because you're only.
Because to be clear.
Yeah.
Yes. It's going to be like 35 degrees when we're out there at 6
Yeah.
Saturday's going to be 61.
Somebody got to have a little hot chocolate.
Right. When we get out there, it's cold. So
I think a November fall one in Jamaica Plain
is beautiful. I'm totally and awesomely looking forward to Jamaica Plain. And awesomely. I value a good open street because I get to be outside. 52 blocks sounds crazy.
But you know what? I'm going to say, favorite-wise, it's the one that's like 5 minutes from my house, which is Roxbury. Roxbury. And it like what an honor to be able to shut down
that in your neighborhood.
Yeah. A neighbor, something that close to home that I literally drive down on a regular basis. And so when there is no open streets, I'm like, oh my
just walk to it from your house.
I can all
need a little wagon.
Yeah. So Roxbury is my favorite. Will be always. It's also for my culture. Like I don't have to be apologetic about that at all.
I have one question. What would you like to see from the community when it comes to these events?
Support them.
Yeah.
Come outside. Continue to sign up. I think it is we watched people who have literally we have attended open streets and we've seen them over the years and then they become vendors.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. Recognize that open streets is one of the few opportunities where you can vend for free. So there is no entry barrier.
For free.
Oh,
for
that's
free
very
$99.
good.
Free $99.
That's very
good.
good.
We're not going up. We're not going up.
We about to go vend out there. We ain't gonna
so open streets is free to sell your wares and or to promote your wares if you're not selling, if you're a service business, right? You could still be out there, and then this is where our resource organizations come in and they're sharing all of their information.
Wow.
Again, you got to bring your own table and share intent.
You gotta bring all your own
we
ish.
will give you the 10 by 10 space to set up however and how engage however you want, sell and or share information. And so I think that's the other thing that I hope that, even if there's young children that have started, their businesses with parent because
that's so cute,
because it's an opportunity, right? And so being able to create this ecosystem of micro businesses that don't have an entry barrier. They may not have a revenue or profitability goal, but just to be present and in front of new people. I think it's important. It's free exposure. You got to come and you got to do the work, but it is free exposure. So hopefully more people know about that. Yes, I said 800 plus people sign up for these.
That's a lot.
JP is probably the only route that we could have enough room for something like that. And we don't want our average route to be.
Does it have to be a business in that neighborhood to vend?
No,
okay,
we do give priority to particularly and when it's first. I mean, when it's the first neighborhood as well. Like we definitely give priority to local businesses first.
That makes sense. It's a good way for everybody to win. If you are a person who just wants to go, you can go and bring whoever you want and do whatever you want. If you are a vendor, you get to make great money that day.
And can I just say, do not show up and say I wanted to, y'all told us to come. There was an application, there was a process. Those people who are confirmed. We did have to let a lot of people know, over 100 plus people know that you cannot participate in Mattapan because the space is so small. So please, that wasn't an invitation to show up in 2 days, which is stuff. Because you heard Shauna say not that.
I mean, like she said it. I heard her. Run back the tape.
But there may still be time to sign up for JP. Although we're 3 weeks out and we shut it typically 30 days before when we're
Did you guys have a back bay?
No, we never had a back bay.
Oh, what was I just looking at just now?
I said every week.
Oh. No.
Open streets in general. Yeah, because it's
just a street.
Your streets be open, but it ain't open streets.
No.
Shit.
No.
So okay, back to the business. It is going down this
Saturday.
Saturday. What time?
10:30 to 3 p.m. The streets will be closed from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pardon the interruption.
And then the streets are open from where to where?
The streets are open from Blue Hill Ave, from River Street to Babson, right at the top of Mattapan Health Center.
So it's
and then
Mattapan Square.
Mattapan Square.
The side street, and we'll cut it right before Tropical so that folks can still get into the
that's gonna be a good one.
So we've got a little whatever thing going.
When you guys gonna come down the middle of Blue Hill?
Wayfair, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When we gonna come down the middle of Blue Hill? Like between
proof of
right
product.
over there and right
Proof of product.
One day Mattapan will expand.
And then
if this one does well, then it's
if
getting
this one
bigger.
does well and they come out and they want a bigger one, you have a conversation.
That's why the community got to come out
If
with
they
some
come
money
out,
in your
you
pocket,
can
in your
ask for
wallet.
more. And yeah, come to shop.
That's it.
Come to shop. We're gonna have amazing folks doing their wares and selling all their wonderful products. So we'll have a photo booth, so you can do our 360 photo booth as well.
I love photo booth.
I love a photo booth.
A good 360 for free, $99
for free.
Yes,
I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna have a good time there. My son's gonna be excited because he's always like, "What are we gonna do today?
Can we go somewhere?
Are we gonna go somewhere?
Are we gonna go?
No, we're gonna go no damn well. God damn it!
Come outside, and the weather's supposed to be good.
Yeah,
I mean, 60 degrees. Might put some layers on. Put a little bit layers on, but come outside. It's gonna be clear skies and sunny like today.
Yes, very nice.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready. I'm gonna bring a table anyways. A table and a chair.
And a tent.
I'm not gonna bring a tent. I'm just gonna bring a table and a chair and sit down. Come to my table, Shauna. I'm gonna tell you where I'm gonna be at too. You're like, why do you have this random table and random chair? I don't know. I just want to.
I just hate having to have those conversations.
Yeah.
It must be very like, oh no, can't bring a fucking table. Is that what you say?
I have a team.
I have a team. They deal with it, not me.
Go over there. Go talk to them. Handle it.
With that said, people.
What did you tell these people? Because they're telling us something a little bit different. I know that's not what y'all saying.
Open Streets is this Saturday, people. Make sure you go out and support. It's right in Mattapan Square. Go outside, have a good time, complain about it to somebody else because we're going to be having Shauna Bryant, we're going to take some pictures and we'll be right back in a few moments with our national and entertainment news. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Your #1 local radio.
The Spark of New England, Spark FM.
Bringing the heat back to the airwaves.
Each and every Saturday night from 6 to 9 p.m. inside the Avenue where you bring the drinks and we bring the vibe. My name is Gary Banton alongside my co-host Big Trini right here in SparkFMOnline.com, the #1 place for soca, hip-hop, R&B, and more. Each and every Saturdays from 6 to 9 p.m. It's the Avenue.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at SparkFMOnline.com for more information.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, homeownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made real estate easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
If you no mess with the way you are gonna see a million. We got it gon' go long just like the Amazon.
Spark FM.
I know that life is not easy. No say we are for win, yeah. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop.
Yeah, we going crazy.
R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
I got the sauce, yeah, I'm saucy. You peep the walk, yeah, I'm flossing on them. You can't get enough, you know you want this. Cause I got the sauce, catch my drip, drip, drip. I got the sauce, yeah, I'm saucy. You peep the walk, yeah, I'm flossing on them. You can't get enough, you know you want this. Cause I got the sauce, catch my drip, drip, drip.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Hello.
What song is this that I should be singing right now? Yeah. Saucy and Friends in the morning on Spark FM Online. Rockstone Triz, Miss Tony B. Knowing, and Hot Sizzling Sauce.
Yeah.
It's time for our national news. Let's see what's going on over there. The internet is cheering on this woman cussing out ICE. Where is she from? I couldn't place her
I
accent.
think she's Jamaican.
Is she? I was like, maybe a Guyana.
Why? My friend who is very, very American from Delaware sent me a message and was like, who is Algri? Why she keep saying we are Algri? And I said, she's saying we are angry.
Oh.
It was like,
in this event, it's the first one up there in the blue, right on the national news. Yeah. In this first one, I guess a family member of hers was detained, and she was being pretty much, she was angry about what was going on, and then they started, just kind of antagonizing.
The background was about it. I never saw that.
The family had somebody had just gotten detained.
Oh, okay.
And so she was upset about that and cussing them out, and then they decided that they wanted to start taunting her, saying little foolishness. Yeah. And she got mad. So here is the clip right here of what is going on in the atmosphere. Oh.
Push the you yes the his family. You all a bunch of big don't tell me calm the down. Who the is you? We don't like none of you.
You okay?
No, how can I be okay? You okay? Are you okay?
Are you okay?
I look like I'm okay? Don't come up in my face here because I hit hard. Wrong with y'all?
Try it.
I wish you would.
Try it.
You try me and see what the happened. Be angry. All of us angry out
Angry.
here. So don't think it's y'all alone. Get out of here. You who you telling get out of here? Why you telling me get out of here? You asked me a question and I'm answering you.
Get out of here. Man.
That's a
not
Dominica.
Yes, it's Dominique. It's one of the
Guyana or something. Yeah.
That's why you gotta hide your face.
You wanna go to jail?
You told me my mother I can tell you anything.
You wanna go to
jail? With you? You wanna hit me? Hit me, bitch. You ain't got me. Nobody's scared of you.
Wow. So they're inside the courthouse right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Your
All
kids
right.
don't like you, and your wife is sleeping
effing
around on you.
Yep.
Wow.
And then she ends it by saying, "Put this on the news and show Donald Trump."
Yep. And people are rallying around her because they were like, "This is the type of energy that we need to be out here in the streets
That's
with."
the resistance right
I
there.
fully believe in that these peaceful protests absolutely do nothing. Like, we're past the peaceful protest situation. I think that it's good to cause awareness and to make people know. But let's not pretend like these people that are doing these things don't already know. Yeah. So this peaceful protest of all these people coming out, Donald Trump probably thinks that a peaceful protest is somehow, you know, a platitude to him as well. Like, he probably like, oh, look, all these people came to talk to me at the same time. They so wonderful. So I don't know. I like the energy.
I do. I know where she's coming from, and she's definitely very passionate about whatever was going on with her. I just feel like, you know, we do need to get loud, but, you know, I feel like she will be attacked and targeted because of this, and that's the kind of thing that I think is preventing a lot of people from doing things like this. I think a lot of people are cheering her on because this is what a lot of us would like to say. Ideally, but
it's gonna turn into conflict.
It is.
I want to push back because
there's other ways to be effective and
like
not,
what?
Because you hear the guy that was in the video saying, you want to go to jail, that's what, you're antagonizing them, and unfortunately that's what's going to happen.
That's what it's going to be. That's what's going to be said.
I feel like this is literally what resistance is about. There are going to be a few outliers that have to take it for the team.
Right. And then that's what it's going to be. There's going to have to be some sacrifices made.
Except that the bad thing is that there are too many of us that won't speak up because we don't want to be a part of it and we don't want whatever. So unfortunately, people like her get abused because she doesn't have a strength in
they're
numbers.
definitely going to weaponize what happened there in for wrong. You know what I mean? To push their agenda about whatever, how this is why we have to do this, and this is why we have to whatever. People have no respect for the authorities. People have no respect for the what is it, the police and all of that stuff. So
there's a time.
Toya, you're right. I'm sorry, Toya. She's not Jamaican. Okay, all right.
There's a time and a place. I'm not saying that she was wrong, but I'm saying that you can't antagonize the people inside the them courthouse.
In the courthouse.
But they're not supposed to be in the courthouse. These people are going to the court to get their papers right.
Yeah.
And when they're going to the court, whether they're coming in or coming out, they're being detained.
What's going to happen is they're going to say, because we do know that they're detaining you regardless of what your status is. She did scream, "I'm an American," right? Mm-hmm. They don't care. They don't care.
So you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So you might as well go out for something instead of sitting there and them arresting you because you didn't say nothing versus her screaming, but that's just me. I'm a rebel. Like, that's where I want to be. I'm a rebel. I'm going to come after you. I'm not going to let somebody else do the job that's for all of us. So, I'm really happy about people like her. She's going to be targeted whether or not she says something. So if you're going to be targeted for doing something. That's how I feel. But I feel you guys too. Like, maybe it's better to everybody just comply and be nice.
I mean, there are those amongst us who have very rebellious attitudes and very rebellious spirits. I am just not one of them.
Yes, I'm not sure where she went. So, you want to carry the next story?
Yeah, I'll go to the next story. U.S. Capitol Police are investigating vile and deeply inappropriate symbol found in the GOP lawmaker's office. What happened?
It smells so nasty in the office.
Oh.
So nasty.
U.S. Capitol Police are investigating a vile and deeply inappropriate, sorry.
What happened?
Deeply inappropriate symbol found in a GOP representative Dave Taylor's office, the congressman said in a statement. The congressman's office has not confirmed to CNN what the symbol was, but Politico reported that USCP, the United States Capitol Police, was called after an American flag altered to include a swastika was found inside the Ohio Republican's office in Washington, D.C. And why would it be in there? Who is he? Anyway, I'm aware of an image that appears to depict a vile and deeply inappropriate symbol near an employee in my office, Taylor said in the statement. The content of the image does not reflect the values or the standards of this office, my staff, or myself, and I condemn it to the strongest terms. Upon learning of this matter, I immediately directed a thorough investigation alongside Capitol Police, which remains ongoing. No further comment will be provided until it has been completed. The Congressman's office referred to the incident as vandalism in a release in Taylor's statement. When CNN reached out to the USCP for comment, the agency sent an auto reply that its public information office is closed for routine business during the government shutdown.
Yes, sir. I mean, yeah. What's happening?
My headphones are wrapped around the seat and it's pulling me down.
Oh, pick me now, hold me down.
Oh. So that's the U.S. Capitol Police investigating that heinous crime over there.
Pull your mic back a little bit for me.
Zoran Mandami, have you guys been keeping up with him?
I have. There's a lot going on with him.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Me too.
I like
Who's
that
the
guy.
other? It's Eric Adams. Eric's dropped out.
It's Andrew Cuomo.
Isn't there's a third one somewhere?
Cuomo is an independent.
Yes.
Zoran Mandami is a
Democrat.
No. He's a Democratic socialist.
Oh. Like official title?
Yeah, that's what he is.
Oh.
I'm a Democratic socialist. New York City mayoral candidate Zoran Mandami gave a strong interview on Fox News Wednesday, but the same can't be said for the host, Martha McCallum. During the interview on Fox's The Story, McCallum posed a variety of questions echoing far-right talking points, but if McCallum was hoping to catch Mandami out on his leftist policies, she got something else entirely. While asking Mandami whether his socialist politics were at odds with New York City's reputation as the finance capital of the world, McCallum relieved that she'd gotten a little help from her interview prep from AI. Last night, I ChatGPT'd where is the capitalist and global finance center of the world, and it said New York City, which made me feel good as someone who loves New York City, McCallum said. Is that a moniker you're proud of and one that you want to continue for this city? Well, you should be proud of it, and that is one thing you have to have in common with Andrew Cuomo, because he also uses ChatGPT to answer many questions, including how to actually resolve the housing crisis in the city, Mamdani said, referring to Cuomo's April housing plan that had clearly been made with the help of a large language model. He added that he hoped that New York City, to make New York City the capital of where working people could afford to live in the city. McCallum then noted that Mamdani had no experience as a business person, though why that would be necessary for a civil servant is unclear, and asked him what experience gave him the confidence to run for mayor. Mamdani cited his nearly 6 years as a New York State Assemblyman representing 130,000 residents in Queens. I've not only delivered more than $100 million in increased bus and subway service, I've also secured $500 million in debt release for working class taxi drivers, he said. McCollum's condescending question seems to echo President Donald Trump, who on Tuesday has criticized Mandami, claiming he had never worked a day in his life.
Oh, my God.
The Fox News host appeared uncomfortable while pressing Mamdani on his view of law enforcement, and when she challenged him to publicly apologize for calling the New York City Police Department racist and corrupt, he launched into an apology, which McCallum quickly interrupted. In fact, she interrupted Mamdani several times throughout the interview. The interview also opened with a lengthy segment where McCallum probed Mamdani for his opinions about Hamas following the tenuous peace agreement with Israel. Mamdani, whose potential position has little to do with foreign affairs, refused to take the bait. Mamdani has previously faced wildly racist comments from right-wing media and lawmakers, including Trump, who accused Mamdani of being in the country illegally and promised to have the local lawmaker arrested if he should follow through on defying ICE.
God. What? Just everybody could get arrested, but everybody that should. I can't wait until, what do they call? The something trials. When the Nazis got trialed for doing their job. I was reading about that the other day. Like all the Nazis who were just doing their job, they ended up getting jailed forever, pretty much. And this is what they're saying is going to happen to these ICE agents when the shit hits the fan,
Yeah.
is that they're all going down. And I just can't, I hope that I'm here to relish into that movement.
What about the ICE agents? What about the maggots? When is their
Well,
day of reckoning coming?
I mean, their reckoning is coming now once they pass this bill or something like that. And they're already losing all of their rural hospitals. They're already losing all their Medicare. They can't have no abortion. They can't have no prescription. They can't have no farming. They can't have nothing. So it's gonna happen to them hard. It's gonna happen. Hit them hard. Hit them in the cookies.
In the what?
In the tuchus.
In the tuchus. Oh, you want me to keep going or you?
Oh, me? Yes, please, because I'm doing it great. Sorry.
The Supreme Court suggests it could weaken Voting Rights Act and hand the GOP the House. It's gonna weaken the voting rights.
That's exactly what they're doing. If anybody out here thinks that that's not what they are doing and trying to figure out how to get rid of the midterm so they can stay in power for the rest of their days, then I'm not sure where we're at and what y'all been not listening to.
The Supreme Court heard oral arguments on Wednesday in a major voting rights case that could cement Republicans' control of the House, with the court's conservative majority signaling they could substantially weaken a protection in the Voting Rights Act that helps prevent racially discriminatory practices. The Supreme Court heard oral arguments in a pair of cases concerning a long-running dispute over Louisiana's congressional map after state lawmakers first drew a map that only had one majority black district, prompting a lawsuit alleging the state was diluting the votes of black residents. Lawmakers then drew up an updated map with two majority black districts, but that then sparked a different lawsuit from non-black voters in the newly drawn district, who claimed the map was an instance of unconstitutional racial gerrymandering, and lawmakers sacrificed traditional redistricting factors in order to create a new district solely based on race. What I said?
I have something.
There we go. What?
Protect our vote!
Yes. Voting rights advocates rallied outside the U.S. Supreme Court on Wednesday as the 9 justices heard arguments challenging a key provision of the Voting Rights Act, the landmark civil rights law that prevents racial discrimination in voting.
This case is about the black and the brown. This case is about the people whose voices, votes, and very vitality stand and hang in the balance.
The case involves the composition of electoral districts in Louisiana, where black people make up roughly a third of the population. During oral arguments, the conservative justices signaled their willingness to undercut Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act, which prohibits electoral maps that would result in diluting the power of minority voters, even without direct proof of racist intent. Here's conservative Justice Brett Kavanaugh.
This court's cases in a variety of contexts have said that race-based remedies are permissible for a period of time, sometimes for a long period of time, decades in some cases, but that they should not be indefinite and should have an endpoint.
A group of black voters appealed the lower court's finding that a voting map that added a second black majority congressional district in Louisiana was guided too much by racial considerations, in violation of the constitutional promise of equal protection under the law. Lawmakers are allowed to draw maps to favor their own political parties and protect politicians already in office, known in the U.S. system as incumbents. Conservative Justice Samuel Alito pressed this point.
Isn't seeking partisan advantage also an objective that a legislature may legitimately seek?
The attorney for the black voters, Janae Nelson, president of the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, said that is not true if the partisan line drawing comes at the cost of the equal protection principle. Liberal Justice Elena Kagan tried to focus the arguments on the real-world impact of a decision gutting Section 2. Kagan asked Nelson what would happen if Section 2 ceased to operate.
No, somebody break that down for me, what it's saying here.
Yep.
Yep.
No.
You might need Carlos.
I only know that the most I'm able to explain is that they are trying to make the map cover more white areas, which take away from the black votes in those areas. So they're trying to maneuver the maps so that they can get more votes. It's so funny because Carlos was trying to explain this to me in a way yesterday about something else, and I was just like, so what that mean? Like at the end of his explanation, I'm like, what it mean?
You know what term I do not like?
Gerrymandering. Yeah.
What is that?
It's such a stupid word because why did y'all couldn't find a different? It couldn't just be a redlining or gerrymandering.
That's so dumb.
Who's it named after? It's named after Jerry.
The manipulation of an election how you say that?
Constituency.
Yes.
Constituency.
There you go. Boundaries. So
I don't know what you're saying.
Favor one party or class. Okay.
So basically, should the justices overturn a significantly weakened Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act that would give GOP-controlled states much more power to draw districts that dilute the votes of minority voters?
That one,
who are statistically more likely to vote Democratic, meaning Republicans could broadly create more seats that are likely to go for GOP candidates, and Democrats would have far less recourse to challenge those in seats in the court.
But so if we know, this is the things that always bother me about politics. If we know that it's illegal and it's not fair, why is it allowed to happen? And why is it allowed to happen from the highest court of the Supreme Court, making up shit as to why it should be allowed to happen, even though it's illegal and it shouldn't happen?
And why is all this shit happening now?
Because Donald Trump.
Because of Donald Trump.
Because of Donald Trump. Terrible. Terrible.
It is terrible. Yesterday, big news, journalists left the Pentagon rather than agree to new reporting rules. Pete Segsfest. Or whatever the Segsfest. Dozens of reporters turned in access badges and exited the Pentagon on Wednesday rather than agree to government-imposed restrictions on their work, pushing journalists who cover the American military further from the seat of its power. The U.S. government has called the new rules common sense. This was very surprising because a lot of the major journalists and news outlets gathered, including Fox News, left yesterday because they was like, we're not agreeing to that because that's bullshit.
Bull doo-doo.
News outlets were nearly unanimous in rejecting new rules imposed by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth that would leave journalists vulnerable to expulsion if they sought to report on information, classified or otherwise, that had not been approved by Hegseth for release.
I really, really despise the thought that somebody that is a Pete Hegseth has so much power, and that is really bothersome to me.
Over our whole damn military, the Pentagon, all of our defenses. This is who we have in there, this complete jackass. And I don't know who I abhor more. Is it Pete Hegseth or Donald Trump? I can't stand neither one of them. Many of the reporters waited to leave together at a 4 p.m. deadline set by the Defense Department to get out of the building. As the hour approached, boxes of documents lined the Pentagon corridor, and reporters carried chairs, a copying machine, books, and old photos of the parking lot from the suddenly abandoned workspaces. Shortly after 4, about 40 to 50 journalists left together after handing in their badges, and they did a joint statement. Can we find that? The joint statement from the journalists.
I wonder if this is I wonder if he's saying it right now. Let me see.
Just for reporting on things that would subdue by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. The Pentagon wanted them to sign off on new rules that would subject them to being thrown out of the building just for reporting on things that the Defense Secretary has not approved previously. Journalists from outlets like the Associated...
I don't have the joint statement.
Yeah, I'm still looking for it.
That's crazy. Let the journalists be journalists, God damn it.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about? You have to approve what they say. So it's the joint statement. So it's ABC News, CBS News, CNN, NBC, and Fox News. Issued a joint statement on Tuesday afternoon condemning the new rules and refusing to sign the paperwork. Today, we join virtually every other news organization in declining to agree to the Pentagon's new requirements, which would restrict journalists' ability to keep the nation and the world informed of important national security issues. The policy is without precedent and threatens core journalistic protections. We will continue to cover the U.S. military as each of our organizations has done for many decades, upholding the principles of a free and independent press. beyond the big cable and broadcast networks. Reuters, the Associated Press, the New York Times, the Washington Post, the Atlantic, and NPR have all said that journalists from their newsrooms will not sign onto the Pentagon's restrictions. Editors and reporters across all news outlets have said they'll continue to thoroughly cover the U.S. military with or without press credentials. Some well-known members of the Pentagon press corps have used the credentialing controversy to encourage tipsters to get in touch with them. So everybody is like, yo, F you, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's a GD mess right there. Man suspected of starting the Palisades fires had been indicted. He faces 45 years in prison. This is the big fire that I think is still burning in some parts of California.
That's terrible.
So he has been indicted and facing 45 years. Remember we talked about the rat hole in Chicago? We had talked the rat hole that was in cement that has been there for years and years and years. It was like the outline of a rat that had gotten in.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Now they're saying that it wasn't even made by a rat. They
What
think
was it
it was
made
made
in?
by a squirrel.
Regardless of what it was made by, it's an animal.
And it's the rat hole.
And
Who cares what it was made by?
Ain't a squirrel a rat?
Yeah.
A rat that climb trees and fly?
It's a less disgusting rat.
Yes.
But still rude.
I saw the largest rat yesterday crossing the street. It was the size of a small possum. And I said, well, goddamn, that's a big ass rat.
You had some experience.
I had some experiences. My son had to come from school and save my parents' home from two tiny little rodents that had found their way onto a small, I don't even know where the damn trap came from. Because I don't even think we have those in the house.
Every time I hear this story, I get
chills in your butt.
It
It was two little tiny ones that were caught on the trap. I first saw Sparkle sitting there looking around. I'm like, what the heck is looking around at? I said, ow! And I immediately left the house. There was no thought process. They were in the corner away from everybody else, anything. I just noticed because the dog was over there. I went to go look. Immediately ran out the door.
Yeah.
No shoes on, just out the door.
Absolutely.
Some might say that's a tad bit dramatic.
Nah.
I don't think so.
It's not dramatic.
I think it's
left
a
my
normal-
apartment one time with my child. I picked up my baby and left.
I called everybody that called. I called Tony. She refused to come help me.
Hell no.
I called my dad. His phone wasn't going through. My mom didn't have her phone. CK wasn't going up. So I did the next best thing. I went to my own home. I literally thought about calling Tristan too. And I was going to go and I was going to pick Tristan up from his home and bring him back here. I don't know. Figure it out. Tristan, that's not that's my pay grade.
You
That I
gonna
can't do
figure it
that.
out, Tristan. You're not scared of them.
I know you're not. So then when CK came home, I'm telling CK the story. I'm explaining it just like this. He's like, what? He transforms into hero. And he goes, and I was like, oh, let me help the boy out to set him up for sex. So I put on a dustpan and put the plastic bag over the dustpan. And I'm like, oh, we got something to trap it in. He goes, he takes the broom, he puts it in there. Then they stick to the damn broom. And I'm like, stick to the broom. I'm screaming. Sparky's looking at me, jumping on me. Everybody's screaming. CK's holding it together. He gets them. He puts it up. I'm like, tie it like they do CK's poop. And he ties it and throws it in the trash.
Wow.
And
She calls the dog and CK each other's names.
Oh, what are they?
Just to let y'all know.
Which one is it? Which one I'm talking about?
Sparkle's poop.
Oh, Sparkle's poop. Yeah. Oh, it's CK's poop. Because Sparkle is either Cornell or CK. One of the names. And CK is the other one. But all is well and all is done because I have a son and I don't need a man. Because I have a dad and I have a son.
Yeah.
So y'all can't tell me nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. I left the whole apartment because of a mouse before. I grabbed things in a bag and I moved to my boyfriend's house.
Down the street.
Because I was like, this mouse can have this house. The mouse was in the closet on my sweater.
Oh no.
And when I opened it paused, like, if I don't move, she won't see me. And I was like, oh hell no, you had his house back. I left that apartment. Never to return.
There's a Bayesian song that I've been looking for like 20 years called "The Rat's Coming." Y'all have
Oh
heard of
no,
it?
I don't want to hear it. I don't want the rats.
What's coming?
The rats coming.
The Rat's coming.
Why would the rats be coming?
Rat. Bring me a rat.
J.D. Vance tells the Democrats to outraged over young Republicans leaked group chat to grow up. Vice President says Jay Jones text wishing death on conservatives. Children are 1,000 times worse. So what is the story?
So basically the Republicans, there was a group chat of young Republican leaders. And in this group chat, it got leaked what they was talking about. They were pretty much agreeing with raping was epic. That hit, the regular kind.
Okay.
Hitler was a hero. DEI is terrible. He referred to black people as the watermelon people or the monkeys. There's a bunch of them. There's a lot of them.
Oh my
so
gosh.
what's good? So they got this opened up because these are the next phase of Republican leaders that are vowing for their time in the White House or to represent the Republican whatever. And basically all the Republican leaders now, the adults, I was like, oh, that's fine. They was just joking. Y'all are being too sensitive. Relax. Even Penis Johnson was like, he was like, that's not anything. That was just jokes. It wasn't a big deal. What is a big deal? What's a more national threat is naked people riding bikes and stuff. Excuse me?
What are you talking about?
Excuse me? Here we go. Let's go to this clip right here that Tristan has put up for us.
Here goes that clipiando.
Epic. The chat includes anti-Semitic
Turn it around,
comments
Tris.
and racial slurs,
Pull
political
good.
opponents. Group chat involving leaders of some young Republican groups, as reported by Politico. The outlet obtaining more than 7 months' worth of Telegram messages in which they say members muse about using gas chambers against political opponents. I'm ready to watch people burn now, one person responds. Another describing rape as epic. The chat includes anti-Semitic comments and racial slurs against Black, Latino, Asian people, and other epithets used more than 250 times, according to Politico. The outlet says one person, after being told backers would support the most right-wing candidate for a leadership role, responded, "Great, I love Hitler." At another point, someone writes, "If we ever had a leak of this chat, we would be cooked." NBC News has not independently obtained or
they leaked it on
verified the
purpose.
messages, which reportedly involved political advisors and strategists in New York, Arizona, Kansas, and Vermont, including a state senator there.
It's revolting, it's disgusting, it's obnoxious.
That's
It's the kind of garbage the worst kinds of people say when they think no one is watching.
Now, at least 3 people involved in the chat are reportedly out of a job. The Kansas young Republicans deactivated, and many condemning the hateful rhetoric.
Disgusting. If they have government jobs, they should be fired. It's reprehensible.
Vice President J.D. Vance today downplaying the messages.
I really don't want us to grow up in a country where a kid telling a stupid joke, telling a very offensive stupid joke, is cause to ruin their lives.
But people who say anything about Charlie Kirk getting killed is what?
In an earlier post, Vance says he refuses to, in his words, join the pearl clutching, saying what's far worse are the violent text messages that have upended Virginia politics. The Democratic candidate for Attorney General there in 2022 suggesting one of the state's top Republicans should get, quote, 2 bullets to the head. Jay Jones, days ago, apologizing.
I am deeply, deeply sorry. I should have never done it. It's very embarrassing to me, and certainly I regret it.
As for the young Republicans chat, the national board says anyone involved should resign, and the governor of Vermont is now calling on a state senator there to do just that. That lawmaker has publicly apologized, but stopped short of stepping down. Tom?
Hallie Jackson for
Where they
us.
stepping to?
Now, we thank you
If
for
y'all
watching.
think that any of these people are going to feel bad, I think it's disgusting how J.D. Vance, like you said just now, these children could joke around and say whatever, but people who are quoting Charlie Kirk are being fired from their jobs and doxxed and all kinds of things. These Republicans are so spineless and emotionless that it's very scary.
They're so severely immature, and I can't take it. The
because
thought
these
that
are
this
our
country is
leaders
being run by people who are so friggin' immature really, really makes me upset.
J.D. Vance is the vice president of the United States of America, and he's like, I don't want to live in a society where we're so sensitive. John David Vance, get it together.
Do y'all think that his wife is embarrassed by him?
No, because she has been indoctrinated into the place of Indianism that feels like she is white adjacent because she has a white children and she has a white husband and they live in Whitesville.
I don't think Republicans get embarrassed.
They don't feel anything. They don't have feelings.
Any embarrassment?
No.
Oh my God, I'm so easily embarrassed. That's so Like, I couldn't imagine my man out there talking this foolishness, and I'd be like, look at him, he's so good.
He's so presidential.
Oh my gosh. And I wish I could get into the mindset of the other side sometimes. I really do, to see where they're seeing it from, because I just don't get it. Wow, that's crazy.
They'll never get it. They're just dumb.
They're dumb.
Dumb and heartless, and that's a really piss poor combination, because you just don't have nothing to even live for. You just a dumb bastard.
It's unfortunate because they're not seeing the harm that the next generation is going to suffer because of their foolishness.
Because they don't care.
Suffering. Do you guys see what is happening in the world? Like, nobody feels safe. Everybody is so guarded. Everybody is so under pressure. Everybody has anxiety, and it is all. And then we have to live in this world that is just a freaking mess. It's awful here. I hate it.
Hate it here.
I hate it here.
Hated it.
Hate it. Go on. What's me?
Let's we'll just go through. I got you. I just submitted the damn grant. Thank you, Jesus.
Dr. Renegade said they're sociopaths. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Had to send up a little prayer first.
Oh, and then Los Angeles has declared a state of emergency to combat the ICE agents.
Oh, so one of those, is it Los Angeles? I think it's Chicago. That they got something blocked that they cannot. ICE cannot enter into hospitals, courtrooms, or schools.
Okay.
If they do, they have now been given the okay that they can now be arrested for doing those.
Love that.
If you're going to get somebody, you got to get them on your own merit, but you're not going to come into these courthouses and start snatching people, or schools, or damn hospitals where people are getting cared.
But what about when they was using a helicopter to drop down on that neighborhood that night?
Drop down and get your ticket. I don't know. That was still a crazy story that we have not dived into yet, but we shall. We shall.
Okay.
Quick entertainment. Quick. Neil Long and Lorenz Tate are reuniting once again.
Yes.
For what? Okay, good. A little grown up, a little movie.
Yeah.
All right. I'm down for that.
Yep.
Befuddling biblical blow up. NLE Chopper fires back at Jonathan Majors after he questioned his Christianity comprehension.
NLE Chopper and Jonathan Majors, why are they in the same sentence?
Yeah. How did you guys start speaking towards each other?
Why do y'all know who each other is?
I know that he was in, what is his name? Kirk Franklin's round table.
Who?
NLE Chopper.
NLE Chopper?
Yeah, over the weekend.
Is his emo rap Christianity?
Is he Christian? Because Cassidy is very Christian now. I don't know. That's random.
Losing $20 million Los Angeles home for not paying man who her husband allegedly assaulted in 2019. See, I just feel, and she has also gone on record to say that there's no album coming out.
Yep.
Because, Nikki, there was never an album in the first place.
Yep.
You're just a bitter 40-year-old bitch. And that's the problem.
She's 42.
Whatever. Stage category, you gotta get it together, because you are too iconic to be such a hot ass disastrous mess.
Yeah.
And it's this, and Barb's can kiss my black self.
She made the announcement saying, no, the album won't be coming out. I hope you're happy.
And I love you, and I'm done, and there's no more music ever.
And starships are meant to fly.
It sounds like a bitter cry for help
rage bait
and attention.
For the Barbs.
Darius McCary seen for the first time in court since arrest. What'd he do?
Be a jackass.
What'd he do again?
I don't know what he did.
Has seen for the first time Wednesday since his arrest last week, and he chose to represent himself during a court hearing. But the only problem was he didn't appear to know what the F was going on. Does Darius McCary ever know what the hell what is going on?
You know what's so bad? Remember when Malcolm Jamal Warner died, and people were like, why didn't it take Eddie Winslow instead?
Oh man, that's hard.
I don't have a comment. I don't have a damn comment, because this one right here, this Darius McCary, he has been the absolute bane of anything logical in existence since the time that he was dealing with Corinne Steffens.
Yeah,
all the way.
Superhead.
Now he's with the Star. What is her name? Star.
The gay.
She's a trans woman, a trans woman, and he's with her now. Yeah. I think this show messed him up. I think that the duality between Stefan and Steve Urkel
had nothing to do with him.
Maintain his celebrity status. That's what messed him up.
Stephon had nothing to do.
He couldn't. It was too confusing for his brain. So while he was going through his young life and trying to get it together, he's like, "How can these be two people?" So from now on, I gotta be two people too. And
he
I
was
got
on drugs trying to figure that out.
Exactly.
Poor
So you guys got to pay attention.
Poor thing.
New England's Stephon Diggs' new bestie has fans screaming after they realize she's linked to Cardi B's drama.
OMG, Stephon Diggs.
Oh,
like,
Lord.
what, you know, is there anything nice to say about him?
You know what the problem is the Patriots are winning right now, so Stephon doesn't need to behave, and I think that's what the problem is. I think ego has taken over him, and I don't like him. He's fine, but I don't like him. He's messy.
Yeah, he is messy, and I don't like that.
He's
upsetting me
he's
and my
besties
homegirls.
with the girl Offset kept cheating on Cardi B with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
And giving her all
Yes,
kind of
man.
shout out. She
Yes,
sent
man.
she sent him a shout out, something about Stephon Diggs, always a part of my heart, and he was like, "That's right, girl." He retweeted it and was like, "That's right, girl. We together forever." Some shit. I don't know what he said, but whatever he said, he shouldn't have said, because if he was my boyfriend, he would have got him slapped up.
in the face.
Slapped him in the face.
In the face.
Are you crazy?
That's when violence is definitely necessary. Yes, Sydney Star, Evan Disa.
No, it's not Sydney Star. Her name is Pre.
No, the new girl that Darius McCary
Oh, okay.
was
Yes,
with.
yes,
Yeah.
sorry.
Why kids are using the slang term 6'7".
6'7".
And teachers are banning it from classrooms
Can you read
because
that? Because what is it?
it's stupid. I know what it is.
What is it?
It came from a song that somebody sang, and it
LaMelo
refers
Ball
to
is 6'7".
LaMelo Ball, who was 6'7", and then from there, it's just, how did the internet describe it to me the other day? Because I had to ask ChatGPT. It was like, when we used to say, like, no diggity or something like that. That's what 6'7" is. But in the kids' world, it's just stupid. There's stupid children saying stupid things.
They keep on saying it. What is it?
That was yesterday. I give CK a damn his food. 6'7". What? Let me talk about my height. It's crazy. Hood Trophy Bino breaks up with Christian Rock for refusing to get Blueface tattoo removed. She's got a new boyfriend?
Yes, but his name is Hood Trophy Bino. So what caliber of men does she love?
So from a Blueface to a Hood Trophy Bino. Nobody don't have a nice name like Chester and Malcolm. Like everybody got to be a mess. And I mean, I think that just off the strength of it's ugly that she should remove it. But
because
what do
just
I know?
off the strength of why the hell did you ever do that in the first place?
Second of all, she has his face and then his name on her eyebrow, and I didn't know that the foolishness. Why ladies be choosing their face to show their
Don't she got his picture on her tooth too?
I think the tooth ain't been out. It ain't been in for a while, so I think she might have lost it. That might have been her dismantling. And then, we got into this already. Nicki Minaj announces that there is no March 2026 album coming out that she never had planned in the first place. Y'all just be saying anything.
Oh, that was some rough news.
That was.
I want to give Nikki a hug.
I don't.
And like as a Trinidadian woman to Trinidadian woman, let's sit down over some dowry and have a conversation. Because what's going on? What's wrong with you?
It sucks to be that insecure over your own stardom. Like you're going down in history as being one of the best to ever do it. Like goated. You are literally goated, and you're out here acting a plum ass fool, and I think it's just so terrible.
But it has to be the drugs, right?
It is the tussy.
The drugs. It's not just her. She need.
It's her too. It's her confidence. She ain't got no confidence, man.
She
For her to have so many
Nurse
accolades is so sad.
Yeah, she's that's.
But why though? Like
she's
such
down
a
bad.
beautiful girl too.
Can't get right.
Oh,
Can't get right.
Terrible.
All right, you guys be blessed. If anybody is attending the Caribbean Leaders meeting today at City Hall Plaza, that will be from 4 to 7, where Caribbean leaders and stakeholders from all over Boston will gather together to discuss how we move the Caribbean forward.
Beautiful.
In Boston.
The Caribbean culture. Also, is there any events for Boston for Fashion Week today?
Yes. I will tell you right now. But in the meantime, it is Open Streets. Don't forget about Open Streets. Is on Saturday, and today's only Friday, so you have time. Today's the 17th. Today's the 17th. Oh, so tomorrow. Okay, so today's the 16th. At Caribbean Fashion Week is the Creatives Mixer. Yeah. Models, designers, photographers mix and connect to create something more. And that's going to be at the Bruce Bowling Building. And then tomorrow is the Rise Fresh Faces, Bold Designs fashion show at Roxbury Community College. That's the big fashion show?
No, the big one is Saturday.
Okay, Saturday.
Oh, there's stuff happening Saturday.
There's mad stuff happening Saturday. Okay, all right. So we got that going. We're ready to go. And you guys be blessed. Don't be stressed.
Word up.
Peace. To your mother.
Bye.
Mother.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.